What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the YMC podcast. It's your girl, Janae.
It's your girl, Essence.
And welcome to this week's episode called Relation Station.
Relation Station, episode 3, y'all. I hope you guys are tuning in. I hope you guys watch episode 1, episode 2, and now episode 3, okay?
Yes, we appreciate all the support. We would love it to continue. Like I said, we want to hear from you guys, but welcome back to another episode this week. So this week, our age bracket is 17 through 20. Now our Relation Station title came from the fact that there's a lot of different relationships that you have to navigate in your life. And I think that was the perfect title for this. I think that we're going to talk about friends, family, boyfriend, girlfriend, mom,
co-workers,
dad, any of it. We're going to go through all of it today, so I hope you guys are ready.
All right, y'all. So, like she said, the topic is Relation Station, okay? Now, we're going to talk about how do you navigate through different relationships or different, perspectives of relationships. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many different perspectives out there. And then you get mad at different people, but the whole time, it's just different perspectives.
Exactly. I feel like everybody is always entitled to their opinion, and maybe that's where some fallouts lie. Maybe that's where some people come together. But everyone's always going to have their own perspective on something, so I think it's good to always know that. So since we're starting off with talking about how to navigate relationships, let's start with friends. Let's start with how we navigate friend relationships.
Alrighty.
Essence, how would you say you navigate your friend relationships in terms of hanging out, making time for them, finding a balance?
Honestly, hanging out with my friends, I feel like it's very easy, and it's to me because hanging out like my friends now is therapeutic.
Yes, you know I love that word, therapeutic. Yes,
it's so therapeutic hanging out with my friends because I forget about the drama that's going on in my life. I forget about the constant BS that's going on in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's just being around them, genuine vibes, and then you hear their stories and they going through the same thing that you're going through.
Yes,
like y'all connect, y'all give each other advice, y'all lift each other up. You know what I'm saying? So that is I could say I have a great balance with that.
Okay.
But in the ages of 17 through 20,
right,
I think I was the same.
Okay. Like finding a balance?
Finding a balance.
Okay.
I will have to admit the fact that, of course, I was not thinking about school. Like, I was thinking about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was in my, but at that time, it was like friends. High school.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now the balance between school and friends, that was teeter-totter.
Oh, absolutely.
That was hard.
That
was
I remember
hard.
That,
yeah. Yes.
Yeah. It's like when it came to me, 17 through 20 and to now, I feel like I've still always been the person to try to make time for everybody. Like if I'm close to you in some way, or if you're calling me a friend and I call you a friend, I will make time for you. And that goes across the board. So let's make that clear. But yeah, so it's just like navigating things can be hard, especially when you become 19, 20, where we're actually adults.
We're in college.
Yeah, and I felt like I lost a lot of people when people realized, like, you're not entitled to as much as my time as maybe you used to be in high school. Right. Because, now, when I left high school, I went straight to college trying to get it out the way, and I really had no time for nobody, and I was still working. So it was like I still would, check in through messages, reach out through social media, interact, stuff like that. But I just barely had time to hang out and chill.
Like, you just got to respect that, though. You know what I'm saying?
And those real friends will always respect it.
They will always respect it.
They'll always check in. And they'll always not only be one-sided and be like, oh, no, she's ignoring me. Oh, she's being weird. Oh, she's being funny. No, maybe I'm going through something. Maybe I'm just very busy and tied down. So instead of, assuming, a real friend would check in.
A real friend would check in.
Right? But yeah, I just feel like people grow, but 17 through 20 is where we really were becoming adults.
We was transitioning to a whole nother stage that we wasn't we really probably wasn't really even ready for it. You know what I'm saying? We was learning different lessons. Like 17 through 20 is really when you transition from high school. Not everybody go to college, but you still transitioning into a whole nother life, a whole nother era of your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that after high school life, or when you just turn that age, you just feel like, okay, I'm getting older. What do I want to do? Or you learning. I feel like that age you learn so many different lessons about friends.
Yes.
That's the age you learn.
That is the friendship learning area.
That is the friendship learning area.
Like, for real.
Like, I cannot explain this. That is it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I can't even explain it. That is the friendship learning area. Literally. That's when you realize so much stuff about people or how they move, or
absolutely.
It's crazy.
I know that's when mine happened.
Yeah, and it don't feel good.
It feels the worst.
It feels the worst.
It's like a slap in the face.
It is
like the biggest slap in the face you could ever receive. But you know, you get through it and you learn. Like, some people are just crazy.
Yeah, or just be like, yo, like that's really how you think, or like this is really
like
who
this
you
is the
is.
type of stuff you do.
This is the real you.
Like, I thought you stood. You had some morals. I thought you stood for something, but you actually fall for anything. That's the type of people I ran into. It was like, dang.
Yeah.
I thought wrong, unfortunately. But okay, so friendship seems like we've both been able to navigate through them between 17 through 20 and to now. So let's switch it to family. That can include parents. That can include cousins, sisters, brothers. How do you navigate that relationship? How do you set your boundaries? How do you make sure you still have time for yourself? You're not oversharing with your family. You're not putting, extra stress on them. How do you navigate that?
See, that's kind of a tough question.
Very tough. Just gotta break it down.
Yeah. So, family-wise, through the age 17 through 20, got me thinking on that question. I'm not going to lie.
It's podcast real time.
It is.
We just gotta think like,
See, I just, See, with me, I like being with my friends.
Right.
Sometimes it was hard because you don't want to miss out on nothing. Like,
that's
you don't want to miss out on doing this or doing that. That's you know what I'm saying, because it's like you in that era, and I didn't. I was like raised as the only child, so it's like me having friends. Right. Friends is like my family or like my siblings who I always just want to be around because I was just only child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
So it's like I'm in a household. I'm the only child, so it's different with my friends because it's like I don't want to say I didn't know how to act. It's like I did know how to act, but I was just super excited. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Especially when it's a great vibe.
Right.
So with family, I would have to say it's kind of the same thing. I mean, I navigated. I was around my family. It was a good balance.
Okay,
it was a good balance.
Okay, I think I would agree because in that era for me, 17 through 20, I definitely was also hanging out with friends a lot. My mom was strict, so I was the one having to tell her what I wanted to do, where I was going, how long I was going to be there, all that type of stuff. So it was like I really was trying to break into my independence at that age. Yes. Trying to be like, I'm 18, I'm not 11, I'm not 12.
Right.
Like, you can trust me that you raised
That's what I trust.
That is smart and won't be out in these streets doing dumb stuff. Like, it took my mom a while to see that, which I don't know why, because I've never been unintelligent to the point where I would just be out here doing reckless stuff or like putting my life in danger. So it was like at that age I was just like, look, I want to spend time with you and my family, blah blah, but I also want you to start treating me like a young adult.
Exactly.
Because I'm 18, I'm 19, I'm 20. I mean, at 20 I was still getting asked and questioned like, oh, you're hanging out with somebody new, let me get their license plate. Like, that's how my mom was. So it's just like I found a balance, but I definitely would lean into my friends more as well because I'm like, I want to go out, I want to have fun, I want to be young. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I always found the balance, but I was kind of focused on getting that extra pressure from my mom off of me at that time because
a lot of pressure.
She was just she made sure that I knew I wasn't an adult still. Like I'm not an
still
adult.
Not grown. Still not grown. That's all you hear.
Right, like
But it's like, okay, I'm still not grown, but you have to trust me to be intelligent enough to.
Right.
You taught me well.
Thank you.
Taught me right for wrong.
Yeah.
Now you have to just trust us and go with that. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
I know it's hard
trust
because
what you have raised. I mean,
right.
like who you've raised. Come
right.
on.
Exactly.
It makes no sense.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's just like you have to. I mean, lead by example. I know there's people out here doing dumb stuff. I see it every day.
Yes.
That doesn't mean I want to partake in the
I'm not partaking
I've
in that.
I've never been like, oh, I want to do that now. Like, no,
right.
I'm not like these kids out here.
Definitely not a follower.
Right? Never been a follower.
Never been a follower.
Always a leader.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Lead by example, and it will be me.
Have to.
Come on now. I'm not going to even play with my life. Especially in Rochester, New York, guys. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Too much going on.
People getting killed, kids getting killed and shot. And honestly, I don't want to be in the mix of that, because a lot of people, even some people, have been in the wrong place at the wrong time this year, and I hate it for them. I really do. It's just the saddest thing to see.
It's the saddest thing to see. Like, it's to the point that I go home and it's just, you so used to violence that when you go past stuff, you're not even shocked to see it.
Right.
You're not shocked to see it because we
right.
used to it.
I'm so used to coming home and my mom be like, oh, did you hear about so-and-so?
Yes.
Somebody got shot today. And I'm like, not surprised.
Yes.
I don't even have much of a reaction anymore, because it's like, it doesn't seem like we're getting to any resolve here.
Yes,
so.
it became so normal.
Yeah, it's
like, you know, what's that movie, Boys in the Hood, where they was shooting in the background and everybody was in the house.
Yeah.
And they didn't have no reaction. They just pop, 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 pop,
like,
pop.
Watching my show.
Just watching my show. Do-do-do-do. Like.
That's how it's becoming, and that's bad. It's like, nah, this can't
literally.
be real. This can't be real.
I hear a gunshot, I'm still watching TV.
Right. It's sad.
It's sad.
It's like we're conditioned to be okay with it.
And we shouldn't be okay with it, but we are.
Right.
And it's became our normal, and it's not right.
Exactly.
It's not right.
But yeah, finding family balance is key. 17 through 20, even till now, you know.
Yeah.
But I do want to plug in the fact that some people, I know, and I know a lot more people out there are like this. I know some people that really don't have much of a relationship with their families, and I'm here to say that's totally fine.
That's fine.
Because I'm one of those people that I agree. Like, if you can't respect me as an adult and as a person in this family, then I won't be around you. You know what I mean? Because respect is a part of being a family. So it's like, if you're not being respected and you're constantly going out your way for people or doing something or whatever the circumstance may be, if you don't have a relationship with your family, there's nothing wrong with building your own family and out of friends, out of, you know, a significant other, whatever that may be. But it's never a bad thing to not have a relationship with your family, because you don't know everybody's story. And there are a lot of people out there who don't really have a family that valued them or showed value. So it was like, when they got older, they were like, I'm good on all of y'all, really. You know what I mean? And I respect that. I've never been a person to be like, oh, you don't talk to your family?
It's reasons behind every person's story.
Exactly.
Some people really have messed up family members.
Real bad.
All of them.
Real
you know
bad.
what I'm saying? Some people really have messed up family members. So it's okay to remove yourself.
Yes.
Literally, focus on yourself. Mm-hmm. Remove yourself. It's not a bad thing.
Remove yourself to better yourself.
Remove yourself to better yourself.
Because sometimes your biggest haters can be your family. Unfortunately, your biggest haters can be your family, people you know, people around you that are even friends. So it's like, just watch out.
You just gotta watch.
Get it. Yeah, I get it. I mean, I have a relationship with my family. Not all of it though, and I know why. So it's like, I would never judge the next person. You know what I mean?
I would never judge the next person.
Right.
Never. So,
navigating relationships. The next one would be significant others. So boyfriends and girlfriends. So how are those relationships navigated? Even if you're not in one right now, because I know I'm not.
Not at all.
How do you navigate those when you were in one? How did you navigate time with friends? Navigate your time alone? Navigate, you know, just getting what you want and quality time with that person while also balancing your whole life, basically.
See, when I was in a relationship, I'm going to say my past two.
Okay.
When I was in a relationship, when I tell you I had no problem balancing out my friends and being with my person.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I can't
wait to speak on this. I'm going to let you go
first. She ready to preach, y'all. She ready to preach.
Yeah.
It was literally, I was in college and I was in a relationship. Okay, mind you, this is work, friends, you know, family, you know, I'm balancing everything. It was when I tell you, I hung out with my best friend, and I made sure I was hanging out with my best friend. I made sure I seen my best friend, because at the end of the day, when we broke up, who was there? My bestie, my friends.
Your friends.
Literally. You know what I'm saying? Who else is there? Mm-hmm. And people have to realize that you cannot put your all into your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You can't put your all in a man
or a woman.
A man or a woman. But like, you cannot do that, because you never know when anybody can switch up.
Amen.
Anybody. Mm-hmm. And so it's just I can't stand when people be with their boyfriend or girlfriend, right? Mm-hmm. And they're just with them. They don't hang out with you no more. They barely text you no more. It's my man, my man, my man, my man.
Yep.
But your man is hanging out with his homies too. Yeah. You gotta think about it. A man love hanging out with his homies. Right. They don't have a problem. I went to my whole boy house to, kick it, play 2K. They don't have a problem with that. They the bros, all right? Yeah. The bros is thick and thin. And I've seen a lot of people that have bros that they don't play about each other. Literally. They never let a female interrupt in between them. And it's a lot. But unfortunately, females are not like that. Yeah. Females will let a man, literally, they would let a man break a friendship, and it's so bad. Like, but it's like, why? I don't understand how people can really. It's like you gotta disconnect.
It's like you gotta go in their brain.
You gotta go in their brain. You just want to just fix what they thinking, because it's like,
at the skull.
Like, okay, you in love. I'm happy for you, sis. And then don't let them say, "Oh, you just hating. You don't got a man yet."
Yo,
so you don't. What? What?
I wish you would, bro. I really wish you.
I literally had somebody.
Like what?
I literally had somebody that said, "You don't understand. When you get a boyfriend, you will understand. First of all, don't act like I ain't have a boyfriend.
Yo, swear to God, like,
we're gonna stop right there. Don't play with me and don't play on my top." You feel me?
Because what?
We're not doing
I'm
that.
one of them ones.
Okay.
So let's step back.
Exactly.
Okay.
Don't
do that.
So just the fact that they could twist it, be like, "Oh yeah, you jealous. I'm in a relationship. You don't got a man.
They're crazy.
So you mad at me because I'm with my man." You sound stupid.
Yeah, you really do. Sorry,
you sound stupid. And I'm kidding. No, you sound stupid.
Yeah. Sorry, not sorry.
Because at the end of
literally. Like,
so at that point, you just gotta wash your hands of people who's like that, because that's ridiculous.
Yo, listen here. I've had a few people that I've known, who have been around me. We have great times, built a bond, just great people. And the next thing you know, you get a man and you're gone. It's like poop. I'm like, poof. Dang, where'd she go? Like, you know what I mean?
Like powder.
And then it's like, don't be somebody that thinks because I have a boyfriend, I have to literally be around him 25/8. Because that's literally when y'all break up or something go wrong, you have nobody to talk to. Because no one wants to hear from you. No one wants to hear from you.
That part. And it's not healthy to be around your boyfriend or girlfriend that much. That's why relationships do not last long.
My mom always told me growing up, she had a saying always. She told me this since I was literally a little kid. She would say, like, something like, boyfriends are temporary, but friends last forever.
Yes.
Like, if you really cut your friends off for a boy and then y'all break up, you're going to be crying alone in your bed.
By yourself.
No one wants to hear from you. They'll be like, "Oh, where were you? Oh, months later, look at who it is." Like, I wouldn't want to hear from you either. You know what I mean? So it's like, you got to really understand that if you want to build a bond with somebody and you call someone your friend, actually be a friend. Boyfriends don't change that. Even husbands don't change that. People get married and still have brunch dates, still have girls' night.
You gotta make that time for it.
I mean, and the husbands will have boys' night, guys' night,
man
bar night, game night. It's cool because that's how it's supposed to be. You don't click the one person to be like, okay, it's us two, nobody else.
Thank you.
That's actually very dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
It's called codependency.
Yes.
And it's not
healthy.
Cute.
It's not cute. It's not healthy. It's
So
stuff like that made me ick.
Yeah. So for the people out there, and I understand there are some people who have latched on to boyfriends or girlfriends because they didn't have that love at home or they didn't see that. I totally get it. But you also have to have more than one person in your circle that can show you love and give you love.
Yes.
And that consists of friends and family and things like that. So it's like you can't get a boyfriend and be like, oh my God, you're the only person that can show me love. Because that's just not true.
And it's like, it's not true, but then it's like, let's put ourselves in their shoes, and it's like, okay, let's say they don't have family, they don't have that family love, so they don't know how, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They don't know what to do with that love that they're receiving. They don't know what to do with it, or they just, they just don't know what to do with it. And then
it's hard to figure out
it's hard.
where to put it.
Yeah, so it's like, I get it. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I get it. But it's like, you can't take all that love and just think that's it, or especially if they not treating you right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's different when they treating you right and it's genuine love. Okay. But if they not treating you right and you trying to hold on, and you know it's not good for you, you're damaging yourself. Yeah. You are damaging yourself.
Don't dim your light.
Don't ever dim your light for nobody.
Because that's how things just get bad.
Yes.
Okay, so our next topic is talking about still being friends with people from high school.
Are you still
there
friends?
Any connections? Let's see. Let me think. I have about I would say about the ones that I can count right now will be like maybe like 4 or 5 people from high school that
that's a good
are good friends. I see on a regular basis. I invite them to things. One is my best friend now. Like it's crazy because you see a lot of things change from high school. Right. Like honestly, the people you know switch up on you either in high school or after high school. I learned that very fast. Right. That's what happened to me. And yeah, like I said, the real stuck around. Shout out to my bestie Taina. Hey girl. I met her literally randomly. One day I went to her apartment because I was talking to somebody there, and I ran into her and I was like, oh my God. And we also did choir together, so we had already been friends in high school. But after we kind of fell back on, got back on. Right. But after I met her at her apartment years ago, we've been on ever since, literally, and then turned out to be like one of the realest people around me. Period. So it's like it's crazy. Revolutions happen. Because I was friends with so many different people in high school, and most of them switched up. Well, at this point now, but even through 17 through 20, people switched up during that age. You know,
they definitely
That's
did.
when I lost the best friend I had at that time, like right after high school, just crazy. And it was just like, people change. The way they act change, how they feel towards you change, but you have to stay true and know who you are in your heart.
And you gotta accept it and
be like, okay, it's probably a you thing, right? Because I ain't even like that. I don't do my friends like that.
And so sometimes you just gotta step back from people and just let them do them. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you're not meant to be friends with everybody.
Yeah. And you'll know it because I've had a lot of people who have done me wrong come right back to me, whether it's been months or years later. And they've been like, I just want to know why we fell off. I just want to know what happened. I just want to know. And it's like, you should know. You should know. Because you did it to me. Yeah. So, I'm confused. Yeah. But they miss your presence. They see... They miss that vibe. They see what your presence took away from their life. They see, like, it really did affect them and change. Yep. So, it's like, you really have to deal with that. But I am friends with people from high school still. And the ones I am friends with are very real. And they're loyal. Yep. It's just that simple. As they should be. I mean... You should be the same person you were in high school, except an adult. I mean, it's pretty much that simple. You should still be the same person you were when I met you. And a lot of people just couldn't do that. So it's unfortunate, but you're not in my life anymore. So that's the good part. What about you? Still friends with people from high school?
Yes, I am.
I know you are.
See, my school, though, it was very diverse, but I will say it was very, we all, to this day, I have mad friends. We don't talk every day, but we like each other's stuff. Right. We say congratulations. Exactly. We say a happy birthday. We
still find a way to interact.
We still find a way to interact.
That's simple. What I'm saying? Because we're all human beings.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? But my main group, most of them, from my school. No, And I loved it, and I loved the fact that I went to that school.
Yeah, shout out to them all. I know you're talking about all real women,
all
real
of y'all.
guys,
Shout out to
all
y'all.
of y'all. Great
shout
people.
Out to my bestie.
Yes.
Shout out to Milani.
Hey girl.
Hey girl.
Yeah, but like just real people. You see the real recognize real, and
real
that's who's around.
Real, right.
That's who's supporting us.
Yes.
We want you guys to be
not
real.
Not saying I didn't fall off with some of them. Okay.
Now I'm telling you.
Okay.
Tell it.
High school, we was rocky. It's a lot of it. We was very rocky, but that's friends. We be rocky, but
exactly.
I love the fact how much we grown so far. Mm-hmm. From high school till now. It's the growth that we have.
17 years old till now is a long time.
It's a long time, and it might not seem that long, but it really is, because it goes
by fast.
It goes by so fast, and I just really love my group of friends. Like, for real.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to
good friends. We love you guys.
Appreciate y'all.
Okay, so we got about 5 minutes left on this episode, so we're gonna turn to some questions that we wrote down. Because we wrote down some things that we feel like are good to answer about relationships through 17 through 20. So one of the first questions we have is, how to be your best self in relationships. So I would say, in terms of if you're in a relationship with a boyfriend or girlfriend, being your best self basically just consists of you just being real with that person, being real with everyone around you. Just continue to be honest and be yourself. Don't change your personality around your boyfriend and how you act in front of your friends. Don't be a different person every time. You know what I mean? When you're interacting with different people, stay true to yourself and just be honest. That's what I have for that.
See, I have two answers for that.
Okay, go
ahead. Feel like the first one is the best advice, being your best self in a relationship, is to love yourself completely.
Absolutely.
And you can't be in a relationship if you not love all of yourself, because then you have doubts, and then that doubts go on to the other person, and then you know what I'm saying, it just changes the whole dynamic of the relationship.
Yeah.
And also, see, it's a debate about this. Some people say, "Come to me healed." I feel like some people connect and they're not healed. You can heal together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? True. You can heal together. But then some people are saying that the stuff that you got going on inside, you work with that first, and then come to me when you work that out. Because I feel like a lot of relationships don't last that long because you have so much stuff going on inside that you're not taking care of.
Absolutely.
And then you end up having moving on, or you end up having an outburst on your partner, or you know what I'm saying. So it's like be healed.
Right.
Be healed and love yourself.
Amen.
So my other question is, did your family push for college, or did you follow your dreams?
I think that my family, I don't think they pushed me. I had a lot of family members that were pushing me to go to school for nursing. I knew I wanted to go to college, but I wanted to figure out what I wanted to go for, because I wasn't really the one that was like, oh, I want to be a nurse. I don't know. It was the workload for me. It was just a bit too much dedication for me at the time. So I knew that's just not what I wanted to be. So once I figured out, I'm into therapy, I'm into, mental health,
right.
I got to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm about to really lock in with myself and do this. Now I'm in the process of going back to school for mental health.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm following my dreams now. I just feel like a lot of people were like, oh my God, you'd be such a great nurse, which is so nice to hear. But I'm just not up for the work. Sorry. It's just being honest, and people are. And I know you guys are going to be amazing nurses.
Amazing nurses.
And I can't wait to see that. But I'll be like in the mental health field, something like that. Because that's just what interests me. So, yeah.
See, that's dope.
Period.
That's dope.
Come on now.
See, my parents, they wanted me to go to college.
Okay.
I wanted to go to college. I wanted the experience. But my major, I love helping people. I love helping people. I love getting, like right now, I love giving advice. I love, just being there for people.
Right.
So I did human services. So I did human services. So I'm like, okay, I get to help people, but that wasn't my dream. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
I'm just now about to actually start really fulfilling my dream. Like, right, I have a clothing line.
Yeah.
I have my own business.
Period.
But I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to
That's
act.
amazing.
I wanted to act. I wanted to be in movies. I wanted to be in production. I wanted to dance. I love dancing. I've been in dance in high school. I was the captain of the dance team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was in my senior year. You know, it was
Right.
fun. I love it because I feel like dancing. I can't sing, and I love to sing.
I can't, but I love it.
But I love it. So I feel like dancing is another way of showing my personality because I love it. You know what I'm saying? So it's I'm gonna do it. I want to dance and act. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. That's it's just the fact that
dancing and acting
and dancing is just not a very good paid profession to me. Like human services, is paid. You get a job like that.
Right.
But you have to catch
acting. You gotta really go through the trenches.
You gotta go through the trenches.
I'm gonna be an actor.
Yes.
No matter how many declines you get. Yes. No matter how many decline calls. All of that. You gotta be like, you know what? Okay, next audition.
That's what I'm saying. You
next movie.
Next movie.
All that.
So it's like, shout out to the ones that followed your dream with acting and dancing. Though I'm not. You know what I'm saying. Shout out to y'all. Y'all doing it. Y'all keep doing it. Do not stop. It's just for me. It's just I need money. So I'm like,
of course, right? We need some
coin. It's easy to get a job in human services, but I do love helping people. So it's like
it's kind of a 50-50.
It's really a 50-50. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get there.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get there.
Okay, so we'll do one more question each. So mine for you is, did you leave high school with any regrets?
Did I leave high school with any regrets? I'm going to say yes and no. The only regret I had in high school is, honestly, I had a strict mom. Everybody knew my mom was strict, okay?
Yes, same.
So it's like, I feel like the high school experience, I had it, but it wasn't to like the full potential.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like my mom she was picky about who house I stayed over to and sleepovers.
Yep.
So it's like I couldn't get that type of experience of high school of that part. You know what I'm saying? Or going over to a friend's house after school or I did it sometimes, but it wasn't really like the full on high school experience. Other than that, I loved it. I don't regret anything, even though the fallouts through people and all the beef, whatever. Yeah. The drama.
Right.
I loved it because it helped me grow. Yeah. So I don't regret that.
I agree. Yeah. I feel like, I don't feel like I regret anything. I feel like maybe I could have participated more in activities. Maybe
I can see that.
Could have went to more different concerts at my school, went to some plays, but besides that, I felt like a teenager, and I felt like I got my opportunities to go to little house parties and hang out with friends after school, go get some food, stuff like that. But I just feel like high school taught you something for a reason, and that's why we can never go back, because it's just like it happened and now it's done. Pretty much. Live your adult life now and just, don't harp on it too much.
Can't harp on the past.
Don't
let the past. Time is ticking.
Absolutely.
TikTok.
Literally TikTok.
Okay, my last question for you is, how did you deal with people who switched up on you during high school? Because you know how, like, for example.
Ooh, best question for last.
Yeah. So you know how, like, you in a friend group, right?
Okay.
You fall out with that one friend in the friend group.
Mm-hmm.
And now you feel like the people that's left in the friend group acting weird.
Oh, of course.
Or here we go, the cafeteria table, who you gonna sit with? Like, how did you deal with that?
I feel like I was one of the people in high school that didn't even really have too much friend drama. Mm-hmm. I didn't even really fall out with a lot of people until after high school. I feel like after we graduated and was out them doors, that's when people started showing their true colors.
Yeah, that's when it hit.
Like, I don't remember having to like sit alone or somebody being mad at me to the point where they wanted to fight me or anything. Mm-hmm. So it was like, I don't know. I just felt like they were waiting for the opportunity to just be like, I'm done with you. But I do remember being a part of a friend group and just feeling like, it was 4 of us in terms of girls. So like the 3 were closer than the two were closer with the other one more than me.
Okay.
So it was like all three were closer, and I was just, I was there, I was friends with them.
Right.
But you can tell, like, I don't know, they hung out more.
You can tell the difference.
They had time outside of school more. Stuff like that. You can tell. It's very easy to tell. But I was never one of those people that really cared, because it was like, if you want to be around me, you're going to be around me.
That part.
And I know there's people that love hanging out with me outside of school, so it was no big deal. But I don't know, I guess maybe they just communicated more, correlated with each other more, but that was their doing, there was no reason why I couldn't be involved with that. So it was just like, it is what it is, no big deal. And now I'm really not friends with any of them, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, things happen for a reason, and that's what happened, really.
Don't question it.
Yep. And once people started falling off with me after high school, same thing. Don't worry about it. Because guess what? At this point, we're all human beings and we're grown. So if you've fallen out with me over anything besides money, I don't understand why. Truly. I mean, because I have a life and so do you. I have family issues. I have friend issues. I have relationship issues.
We all have some type of issues.
All types
of
issues.
Yeah.
And I can't be focused on one friend. Sorry. Like, that's all I got.
That's all we got.
So what about you?
I think it's kind of the same, what you said.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? It's just, I didn't really start I don't really want to say falling out, but I didn't really start branching off and stuff like that till after high school. I feel like when we all went to college, because all of us mainly kind of went to college, right. I feel like we all, either we had to work or college, family, you know what I'm saying? When we all went in our different avenues, I feel like that's when stuff got rocky, because we were still in that age of transitioning of adulting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We didn't hit that adulting stage, so it's like, but now we understand more than ever. You know what I'm saying? I love that. That's all. I love it. So it's like growth. The age of 17 to 20. Y'all, listen. It's just, you have to grow. You will understand. Don't stop. You will understand stuff more. Friendships.
Yeah.
The way people are moving when you get older. Okay.
And that's just simple.
Okay,
y'all. What an episode.
We
gave y'all a little bit of a longer one today.
We did. It was worth it. You know what I'm
saying?
Relation Station.
You need that. But we want to thank you guys for tuning in. We got to plug in these socials because we want you guys to contact us and interact with us in all ways you can.
Follow, please.
Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and now we have our Spotify podcast page available, as well as our YouTube page, where I will be getting to uploading episodes 1, 2, and 3 later. So you don't have to worry about scrolling down Facebook all the time to find us anymore. Those will be available on YouTube, at Youth Making Changes Inc. and all our other platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, are Youth Making Changes Inc.
Also, listen, guys. We want y'all to sign up. Okay, We want y'all to sign up. We need y'all to sign up. We want, you know what I'm saying? We trying to help y'all.
There's a lot of youth out there.
It's a lot of youth out there. Okay, we have services for y'all.
A lot.
So hit the DM, hit Facebook, Instagram, DM us, the emails.
Whatever you can do,
guys.
If you've been on our TikTok, I know a lot of you have seen our gym videos. A lot of people have been interested in that. If you want to be able to get a free good workout at a good gym with lots of equipment, you can sign up, guys. Ages 14 through 25.
14 through 25.
Are able to use that resource and all of the other ones we offer. Don't be afraid to reach out, because
you just have to sign up, y'all.
Yes, sign up. We're here for you guys. We're here to chat, and we're ready to get more people in the program so more people can take advantage of our resources. So like we said, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and now Spotify podcast is where you can find us. Just reach out, guys. We're always available to talk.
Always.
And we're always available to get you started with the sign-up process. So like we said, thank you guys for tuning into Relation Station, episode 3.
Episode 3. All right, y'all. We out.
Bye.
Bye.